Good morning, 25 minutes before 9 o'clock. It's the morning news with Webster and Nancy on WILK. And now, and that, by the way, the romantic song stylings of our own Johnny Lucas. And now the two-time winner of the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters Award, the two-time winner of the Pennsylvania Associated Press Broadcasters Association Award, promoting and advancing the craft and microbrew culture of Northeast Pennsylvania. It's another edition of
The Friday Beer Buzz! And the Friday Beer Buzz is powered by Sabatini's Pizza and Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar in Exeter, one of the area's greatest selections of rare craft and imported beers. Growlers and crowlers, a hand pump!
Oh my.
And 36 rotating drafts at Sabatini's Pizza and Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar, Wyoming Avenue in Exeter.
And you know, as fate would have it, of course, Lindo Sabatini in the studio. Lindo, you brought your son's headphones in today. All right, so you're having a superior audio experience.
I've never experienced radio like I'm experiencing
Isn't it?
right now.
Isn't it?
I'm hearing myself. It's amazing.
And not only that, but it just coincidentally happens on the same day that our own Johnny Lucas sings the theme song for the Friday Beer Buzz today.
It's going to be a great day.
Everything is coming together. It's unbelievable. and that, of course, was Bill's. Bill requested that. Bill from mybeerbuzz.com.
It was. That's awesome. I think we should win an award just for that.
I think so, too. I'm 100% with you on that one. That's great.
Johnny deserves an award. We have a guest joining us from the West Coast. We not only have awakened him early, we've held him on hold now forever. From the Anchor Brewing Company in San Francisco, California, the brewmaster and vice president of production. That's a hell of a title. We have Scott Ungermann. Thanks, Scott.
Scott.
Hello, how you doing?
Thanks for hanging on so long, man. We didn't know we were calling you that early.
Yeah, it's early out here.
Well, no, I know it's early, but we had you on hold a long time, too. We feel like you should win 5 bonus points for that just on that alone, but...
Yeah, well, I got to listen to the news. So
Oh, all right.
All the East Coast news. So now you know what's going to happen later on in the day on the West Coast.
pretty exciting. Like a trip to the future.
So Anchor started by Fritz Maytag back in the 60s for not a lot of money. I know he just sort of bought in and bought 50% ownership. It is still today what I consider one of the prettiest breweries. The copper kettles are amazing. But the one thing everyone always wants to know when they talk to me about Anchor Brewing is what is steam beer? And I know we ask this every time, but tell us what Anchor Steam Beer is.
Okay, well, steam beer is a beer style that is indigenous to the west coast of America. When settlers first came out here and started making beer in the 1850s, they had pretty primitive means by which to make beer, and they made lager beers because that's the kind of yeast they had, and it's the kind of beer that they were used to brewing. Most of the brewers here, in like much of the rest of the country, in the early days were German immigrants, and they brought their lager yeast with them. But then they found pretty primitive conditions out here, and they not only cooled the wort out of the brew house on the rooftops, but they also fermented in open fermenters. The cooling of the wort out in open pans on the rooftops really created quite a show of steam coming up off the roof. So the nickname steam beer has been around since the 1850s in California for the style of beer made out here. We still make the same style of beer right here by fermenting in open fermenters at warmer temperatures. So yes, you mentioned the beauty of the copper kettles, which I'm looking at right now, by the way. And we're up and brewing already this morning.
Ooh.
So we do get up early to make beer out here. So there's the beauty of that, but the magic that happens is when you go around the corner and see the open fermenters and see the beer fermenting there, and the fact that it ferments in shallow open fermenters at warmer temperatures creates a very unique, flavorful beer.
Well, I guess what it was originally, like we talk in 1850s, it was pretty much the cutting-edge technology, or as best as it was going to get right then and there. Now it's all about tradition and the flavor that it produces, which is unique.
Yes, that's true.
And two of us just left to run up to the airport to get tickets to fly to see the copper kettles in action.
Yeah, come on.
So like Krispy Kreme donut or McDonald's, do you guys pump out fake steam at any point just so people are, running in the brewery?
No, we don't. There's still steam coming off the roof, just not in the big plumes from open cooling. It's just the steam coming off the brew kettle.
Forever back in the day, literally when I first started drinking craft beer and enjoying craft beer, I thought the brewery was Anchor Steam. For the longest time, it was just Anchor Steam because I really... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it actually was at one point called Anchor Steam Brewing Company. and was when Fritz bought it in 1965. But he changed the name to Anchor Brewing.
And then I discovered Liberty Ale, and then I said, ooh, they're not just Anchor Steam beer. Liberty's always been one of my absolute favorites.
Yeah, Liberty Ale is a classic and an important historical beer in America, because it's really the first dry hop pale ale made in America, and really the beer that started the whole revolution of making hoppy beers and dry hopping, and really what led to today's IPA craze.
Well, I mean, that's laid at the feet of Anchor, is it not? I mean, we're pretty much, we are where we are in terms of people enjoying beer that's not your right down the middle, big name, mainstream, yellow fizzy, because of Anchor.
Because of what Fritz did, yeah, really. I mean, when Fritz bought this brewery in 1965, it was about to close. And we do trace our roots all the way back to 1896 here in San Francisco. And not only was the brewery about to close in 1965, but with it, it was the last brewery making steam beer, because all the other steam beer breweries had closed by that point. And you're right, the big breweries were getting bigger and small breweries were falling by the wayside. The exact opposite of what's happening today.
Yeah.
And Fritz, by buying the brewery and keeping Anchor Steam alive, he preserved a style of beer. And then by creating new styles of beer, the American Pale Ale did not exist prior to Liberty Ale, and that's really the launching point for all IPAs. So yeah, Fritz is really the forefather of the craft beer.
Yeah, and what a save. He really didn't pay a lot to get the brewery back in the day, but he had the wherewithal and the forward thinking to save it and revive it, to make it what it is today. So it's always exciting to hear the story, because it goes back to the days of the gold rush.
Yeah.
So you guys have a unique partnership. I know you have some partnerships with different sports, and you have a partnership that's now ongoing for several years, and you've just released the San Francisco Giants 12-pack and a beer called Los Gigantes, or how bad am I saying that?
I don't know. My accent's not perfect either, but I think it's Los Gigantes. Yeah, it's the Giants in Spanish, obviously, and they actually celebrate that. They have a uniform that they'll wear a couple times throughout the year. I think Cinco de Mayo they break it out, and then another time that says Los Gigantes on it. And so we were inspired by that and decided to make a Mexican-style lager to drink at the ballpark. And so that's what that beer is, and it's delicious. It's an all-day drinking beer. It's a crushable ballpark beer.
Yeah, and that's a style that a lot of breweries are doing, and it came out of nowhere for me. I didn't see it coming, but the Mexican lager has sort of become the hazy IPA, session IPA craze. So a lot of breweries are doing that beer.
Yeah, definitely, and it comes back to brewers wanting something that they can drink a few of, and make it. You find people were drinking, on their day off, wherever they go, they end up drinking a Modelo or whatever, and then they realize, you know what, I can make this beer, or I can make a beer like this, that has my own twist to it and its own flavor, and it ended up being for us a real fun project, because the brewer who came up with the idea and really designed the recipe is Mexican-American. Ramon is his name, Ramon Tamayo, and so he's really proud of that heritage, and he was really stoked to make this beer, and he did an awesome job, and we're happy with it. And we got 16-ounce cans in at the ballpark now, so that's like a huge win for us.
That's great, yeah.
And I'm betting you get really good seats too.
We were in the bleachers, but they're really nice bleachers.
So we have a beer in front of us today, and I would normally say I'm excited to sample it. I've already been sampling it. I love the name. When I first saw the name, I didn't get the connection because I didn't know that much about San Francisco itself. But we have a beer today called San Franpsycho IPA. And first, it's a collaboration. Tell us about where the name comes from.
Yeah, it's a fairly unique collaboration in that it's not a collaboration with another brewer. It's a collaboration with some folks here in town they run a t-shirt shop essentially. I mean, it's screen printing. They do more than t-shirts. They do hoodies and hats and all kinds of stuff. But they design their own artwork, and they're very much a San San Francisco local culture. They're out in the sunset. Their name is Franpsycho. That's their label, their logo on the front of the label, the circle with the bridge. And they make all kinds of different clothing. And the art in the background is actually the art from one of their T-shirts, the T-shirt that says The Outer Sunset, that we've recreated. If you look that up, if you Google The Outer Sunset, San Francisco, you'll see the image. And now we've made new T-shirts that have that image and the beer on them.
I was just gonna say this probably really kicked up the Anchor swag to some degree. Kicked it up a notch or so.
Yeah, these guys, they where we first met them, they'd come to events that we were like local events with makers and stuff,
right.
And various other makers, and they'd screen print live at events where people are drinking beer, and they've done screen prints like on our uniforms here at the brewery, all kinds of different
Excellent.
things. So we had this fun idea, like we should make a beer called San Francisco, and we love the name obviously, and they have that name, they own it, and we said, well, we want to collaborate on something and make a beer that you guys would really want to drink and get behind. And what we did was we brewed 3 different prototypes and took them to the Ocean Beach Street Fair right out in front of their shop and had the public taste them and vote on them. And the one that won, we then took back and made 3 more prototypes and had another tasting at our new tap room here, Public Taps, which is right across the street from the brewery. A tap room we opened last year that allows us to, in our long and storied history, we've never been able to really serve beer directly to the public and sell beer across the bar, but now we can, and we do.
Yeah.
So we get that public interaction, and the people voted on the beer, and this particular juicy IPA is what we came up with. And, it's delicious.
Really nice beer. I love anything that's peach and apricot forward in an IPA. Those things just go well together. It's mixed fermentation, so it has a really nice estery flavor to it. 6.3% ABV, just hoppy enough, has a hazy appearance. I think this one is a home run, Scott, and I'm hoping that we eventually see it in cans as well.
We're talking about that already. At this point, it's a limited release for spring and summer, so this is a one and done. I mean, not one brewing, but we're going to brew it all summer, and then we're going to stop and move on and make something else. But if the appeal is there and people get behind it, and we really want to continue this, we'll probably come back with it next spring, and that could be in cans.
Scott,
I don't think we won't see a can of this summer, as long as it takes to get artwork to can vendors and all that.
Yeah.
It takes time.
Scott, I will say, you had me at Psycho. I will tell you that right there. We're enjoying San Franpsycho IPA. It's a great beer from Anchor Brewing. Our guest is Anchor Brewing's Scott Ungermann. Scott, thanks for getting up early and being on the show.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, the WILK Friday Beer Buzz, powered by Sabatini's Pizza and Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar in Exeter. One of the area's greatest selections of rare craft and imported beers. Growlers and Crowlers, a hand pump, and 36 rotating drafts at Sabatini's Pizza and Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar, Wyoming Avenue in Exeter.
The Friday Beer Buzz, bringing good beers and good people together.
Bye, have a great weekend.
Bye.